Peace. What's going on? I'm back in this building, back up in here again. Still at the park. Still beautiful outside. The wind still blowing. We can't ask for nothing better. What I'm saying, out here in nature. Talking to the, angels, talking to the, defeating these principalities, everything. But what I want to touch on in this topic, what I want to touch on and press about this, I'm gonna get on, relationships, because I see a lot of people in the world right now today, man, they are very desperate. They very, desperate and miserable just to simply have a mate. And I'm going to touch on that real quick, because we're in a season where the devil is hooking the wrong people up with the wrong people, and they having the mishaps with who they dealing with. And what I want to say about that is, even when you're talking about relationships, marriages, or family, your better half, your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever, title or whatever, you want to put on there, whatever you want to say about that, you have to even be patient for that. I've been single, for like a few years now. You know what I'm saying? I've been practicing all type of celibacy. Things been going pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying, in my life. But I see a lot of people in relationships who I know for a guaranteed fact ain't with the right one, because it ain't just that easy to jump out there in the world and get the first thing smoking, and that's right for you because that's what you find personal liking to. You know what I'm saying? When you dealing with relationships, when you dealing with people that's out here in the world, and you want you a mate, you have to be patient. You have to observe people's characteristics. You have to observe people's spirit, man. I can't just look at a woman and say, damn, she bad as hell. For this reason alone, I need her on my side. But yet, we don't even have a personal interconnection. We might be two different motherfuckers in the inside that don't even agree with each other's motives. But it look good together because the physique of who we are. I can't be with a woman simply because, damn, she got a lot of money. But yet, I don't know her fucking motives. She might be a low-key witch. You know what I'm saying? And, you have to check for people's spirit, man, to determine, who your soulmate is. Because one thing about the devil, whenever the Lord have a divine person set up for you in your future, these demons, the devil, all these evil forces, they can foresee certain blessings and shit that's coming down the line before the Lord get that to us. And that'll also involve our divine soulmates in this lifetime. And what the devil trying to do with most of the world is he force us into trying to be miserable as a single, unit. Now, once he can make you feel left out as a single unit and force you into that loneliness and misery, it's going to force you to seek to have a relationship with somebody to get that off of you. You know what I mean? Because you're looking at the world, everybody out here got somebody, and you just feeling left out. Not knowing that the people that you see date each other, they probably won't be together another week from now. It just look good for that moment you seen the shit. You know what I'm saying? And they might just say hell with each other about a week from now, a month from now. You know what I'm saying? That might be a temporary, hookup with these people. And you envying that. You feeling left out and jealous and thinking, well, damn, I ain't got nobody. I done seen, it's sad to say, but I done seen people even get involved with homosexuality. They done turned gay because of shit like that. They got so tired of being alone. They could never find nobody. So out of desperation, some of them even turned gay, men and women, out of desperation to just simply have somebody. And what you have to understand about the devil is when you have a certain person coming down the line, he see that kind of shit, he's going to send you somebody on his end first to try to, counterfeit that shit. And the person that he's going to send to you a lot of times is going to fit your desire, and he know that. It's just like me, for an example. My ideal type of woman, physically, mentally, emotionally, all that, the devil know what type of woman that I desire to have in the future. So what he's going to do is he's going to get a woman who can fit that frame physically. Now, once I look past her frame physically and see her spirit is still dark, that let me know right there, you ain't it. Because my spirit feel vexed talking to you, being around you. I just feel like you carrying demons, even though your physique is what I'm desiring. And see, that's how the devil do. The devil is a ruler of the external existence. The shit that we can see, them basketball goals down there. You know what I'm saying? That car down there, the money, he play off the external existence, shit that our eyes that look good. And if you go back to Adam and Eve, the first couple, right? Since I'm talking about relationships and marriages. So let's take it back to the first couple, Adam and Eve in the Bible. Now, the Lord told them simply Don't fuck with with the tree of knowledge. Don't fuck with that. Don't bite that fruit. Leave that alone. That tree is forbidden for you. Only I should have knowledge of that tree. Now, what did this serpent do? AKA the devil. He came in and undercutted the Lord plan for them and told them, hey, look at that apple, Eve. I know it looked delicious. If you bite into it, just think about how sweet it might taste. The apple red, shining, the tree bright, beautiful, the land, the garden. Eve, look at that shit like, damn, that fruit do look good. I just want a bite of that. So the devil had to paint a external picture to Eve, and to convince her, right? Now, guess what she did? She went with the devil plan to bite that apple, and it backfired. The karma fell on her husband in the end. Okay, so that's what you have to be aware of, when you're dealing with the devil. And the Lord, got you being patient and waiting for the right people. He can send you that forbidden fruit, which means a false counterpart, a counterfeit counterpart. That's your forbidden fruit. And it's up to you to discern and see if what's in this motherfucker, what's in their spirit. Is they in their word? Do they pray? Do they even believe in the Lord? Do they even have any intentions on want to ever live for him? Or is they just out here for the pride of life? So you have to understand that, and the thing about me, if the Lord send me a wife right now, and let's say she catching the bus to work, she don't even drive, Now, I'm not even gonna pay that shit no mind. I'm gonna pretty much just, look at that and say, that's still a blessing. It's still a blessing because it's something in you that he identified that's gonna be helpful for the plan he got for my life. It must be some kind of attribute, some type of characteristic trait, some type of, energy. It's just something that you have that he feel is right for my plan, even though you may be lacking in other areas. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we miss our soulmates because when the Lord send them to us, they don't come in the package that we be desiring sometimes. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It is what it is on that. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. A lot of times we get a soulmate and it's the right one, it don't never appear like it because they might lack a lot of shit. And it's like, Lord, that can't be. What I'm gonna do with that person? They don't even drive. They don't have their own place. They don't even do shit. Or they don't even have a good enough job. What I'm gonna do with that motherfucker? But only the Lord know that plan. You know what I'm saying? It might be his divine plan for you to hook up with that divine being that may seem, a little at the bottom. And then he dump the major blessing on y'all and take that shit to a higher level after you connect. So you have to understand that's how the Lord plan is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the Lord plan is. It's just like when you look at Peter in the Bible, him and the Lord, Peter. Now, before the Lord came on the scene, Peter was was an angry fisherman. He had a issue with raising hell, cursing. Peter was a hell raiser, and he had a family, wife, kids. Angry ass fisherman who had issues, with his anger, and he had a hard time trying to catch fish before the Lord, walked into Peter's life. And once he connected with the Lord, the Heavenly Father dumped the blessings on Peter, and he started to get better at it, at what he was doing. His hustle got stronger. Once the Lord came, it was like, damn, before you came, I couldn't catch shit out here in this water. I was cussing my wife out. But then when the Lord came, the bread of life, he didn't have nothing. Said, Peter, drop your rod and follow me. I should make you fishers of me. And when he did that, it took Peter to a whole new level. He cut the police ear off for the Lord. He chopped the police ear off for the Lord. Like, look here, before you take my master, motherfucker, I'll kill you myself. Because this man took me to a level that I wouldn't even own. My own wife couldn't even do the shit for him. His own wife couldn't do it for him. She was sitting back wondering, when it was going to get better. Him and his kids. So, what it say the Lord did? The Lord fed how many people with fish and bread after he, when it got them niggas? Before the Lord, like, you see what I mean? Fed a whole damn village. A man didn't have a pot to piss in when he hooked up with these people. So, it's like that's how the Lord do you sometimes. The person he send you is not going to always come in a luxurious package. They're not going to always be the person making $30 an hour. They ain't going to always be the motherfucker that's driving a nice-ass Mercedes or something. They ain't going to be the motherfucker that stay in a 2-story house somewhere in a gated community. It ain't going to always come like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that that's how the Lord plan works for individuals a lot of times when you're involved with relationships. You know what I'm saying? You see that certain light on that person, but since they don't have what you intended for your mate to have, divine counterpart, you're just going to stay the hell with them and try to find what you desire. And then when you find what you desire and it backfires, then you go to scratch your head wondering, well, I wonder if something could have really happened if I would have dealt with, right. So, to save yourself all the heartache, because I know people who done been in karmic relationships for years, with people, just to get to the end and find out they spent all that time trying to make the wrong person happy who they wouldn't have been supposed to be involved with, kids and all, and it backfired, and it's like, damn, I done spent 10 years trying to make this motherfucker happy in our home just to find out this was even my divine counterpart. This is something I wanted personally, and it backfired. Right. So, you have to be mindful of that, man. The devil got a lot of sneaky shit, up his sleeve, and like I say, this still judgment season, because until the first day of spring, which is a couple of days from now, this still judgment season. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the best thing that you can do is just be patient. It always talks about patience in the Bible, and having patience and virtue, brings better guidance. It brings better blessings. It brings better resources and people in your life. You just clearing out that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of relationships nowadays are toxic, man. And you can't trust nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? You just better hope that you the best motherfucker on their list nowadays. Because you just being the only person, that's damn near obsolete. Right. So if you dealing with a female, you better hope you the nigga that's hitting the best for her to fuck with you the most. If you a female with a nigga, you better hope you the bitch that, that side bitch that he gonna vent to the most with the best juice box. Right. You gotta think like that now. You can't just feel like I'm this person only mate and we just gonna be whatever no more. Nah, because them times they came and went. So I would rather, be true to myself and refuse to rob myself of my passion, rob myself of my good, positive energy by just jumping on something toxic. And a lot of times the white man push this agenda because that's the kind of people that they are. They are very miserable people in a solo existence. So they have to feel always attached to having a mate. So they won't have to commit suicide, basically, from being single. Right. So they take that agenda and make black folks feel like this the prize of life. Whoever don't have a wife or a woman is irrelevant, basically. Because that's how they have to function in their life. You know what I'm saying? Their wife leave them for some stupid shit. He ready to commit suicide because his wife didn't live. Her husband leave her for another woman that can produce something better. Now she want to take an overdose on some goddamn pills and kill herself. A white bitch or some shit. Right. So they have to do that. They have to stay committed. They have to always feel like I'm attached to somebody to keep sanity. So they make us feel like that's who we gotta be. And it robs you of being patient for the right person in the long run, because that pressure makes you feel like, damn, if I'm single like this, who gonna respect me? If I'm a single man, what woman gonna want me now? So let me just jump on the first thing they smoke and catch this STD or whatever the fuck the devil got planned for you. Because that's how it happens. You move too fast and go do shit, so you don't have to feel ashamed, left out, or underprivileged to the eyes of the public. But I would rather be single and married to the spirit of the Father before I rob myself of my sanity and just jump on something toxic because the people around me, don't feel like I'm worthy, or because I'm single, or people got this, false impression, oh, he must be gay because we don't never see him with a woman. No, you have to understand, we live in times now where the majority of females are more toxic than guys. Okay, it's a lot of guys that went gay because of shit like that these days. Females are worse now than men. You know what I'm saying? So if you seeing guys that's righteous pass up a shitload of women today, you can't blame them no more, because you know how toxic these bitches are nowadays. Or take you for everything you worth and say fuck you. So since that those kind of women outnumber the ones gonna be right for you, you have to navigate through that kind of shit and be patient. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to rob yourself of what the Lord got for you because of this bitch. And the same thing for a woman. You don't want to rob yourself of your new slate the Lord got for you because you feel like I'm single and left out and lonely. So let me just go get the first thing smoking because I don't want people to look at this the wrong way. And then this motherfucker do some dirty shit. Now you sitting there and, with the consequences. Now you got the consequences to some shit they done did to you. Now you got to live with that because you didn't take time to be strong enough to say, you know what, fuck what people think. As long as the Lord said that it's a promise, I'm going to get it. I don't give a fuck if it was today, tomorrow, or yes to tomorrow year, whatever the fuck. When that appointed time is right for him to give that to you, you're going to get it. Ain't no way you can forfeit it. Ain't no way it can be passed up. Ain't no way that it can be blackballed. Ain't no way that people can counterfeit that shit for their own glory. That shit is yours. Now, people gonna try to do it to make you feel discouraged about the plan or your blessings, but guess what, man? Who get the last word? The Father, right? Fuck what they say if he get the last word. And even if you don't have a certain game plan, or you can't see how you go obtain certain shit, you know what I'm saying? You can't see how you go obtain certain blessings. You still stay in that faith. We walk by faith and not by sight. Thank you so much, people. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for, tuning in to this. The more you tune in to this, the more power it receives to help everyone else. Thank you.